Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you a UU tier Pokemon Showdown battle. And this is in fact a new UU team I created today, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. First off, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take another random letter and use the pokes that start with that letter. So yeah, it's S here, and so I have 6 random pokes that kinda work together. I mean, I tried to get a decent battle today, and oh my gosh, it was haxier than the Uber tier. It was crazy on both sides, and finally I got a really good battle for you guys, though. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. So a little bit about the team. I've got that prankster Sableye, always able to annoy things. And I've got the Will-O-Wisp on instead of like a foul play swagger set, just because I want to get physical threats out of here, as I don't really have a physical wall other than Swampert. Then I have as my special wall my Snorlax, and I have my physical wall, as I said, Swampert. Then I have my Speed Sweeper being Sharpedo with Life Orb. And then I have a DD Scrafty with the Lumberry. And then finally I have Shaman, which is Life Orb, Special Attack, HP, Investments. So yeah, that's my team. Now looking at his team, Crobat I don't see a lot when I battle, but I have seen it in various battles that I've watched, and it can be a pretty big threat when used correctly. And I need to figure out what kind of set it is, because I've seen Banded. I wouldn't think it would be Scarf, but I mean it could have like Black Sludge. I don't know. I guess I'll have to see. Nidoking could be a bit of a threat if I don't have Snorlax, as it has amazing coverage. That Heracross could be like a Scarf Moxie set. It could have Guts. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out as well. Azumarill isn't really that big of a threat, as it doesn't really have that amazing coverage. And even whether it's banded or just lefties, I'm not scared. And finally, there's that Umbreon, which is not going to be easy to take out in one hit. So I'm going to need to find a safe switch in like Scrafty and set up a little bit so I can knock it out. But yeah, let's see how that battle goes. So I start out with Sableye just so I can get some kind of residual damage on something with the Will-O-Wisp. And it turns out he brings in Crobat right away, and he goes for the U-turn, which gives me the chance to burn him. So now I severely crippled that Crobat. And so he U-turns into his Nidoking, and my ultimate counter to Nidoking is definitely Snorlax, as I wall it entirely. So now I have the opportunity to go for a free body slam and do a nice chunk on the Heracross. And being scared of the close combat, I go right into Sableye, and I just trick the Heracross, the Iron Ball, just to make it ridiculously slow now and cripple it severely. And I just go for the Will-O-Wisp here. Like, Sableye can't really do any more. So if I survive, he has Moxie, and if I die, he has Guts. Either way doesn't matter, because now that he's so slow, Shaman's able to revenge kill with the Air Slash. So now it goes into Umbreon, and I know I can't touch Umbreon, even though I have Life Orb, because he'll just Life Orb stall me. So I take this time to go with Scrafty and set up a DD, but I'm scared of the Crobat because I don't know how well I can take his hits. So I go right into Swampert, which for being max defense and max HP takes it alright, but that means Crobat's really strong. So now he goes into Azumarill, and I just go for the Earthquake to do some decent damage, and I'm doing more to him than he's actually doing to me, and he's like choice band with huge power, so that's interesting. But yeah, nonetheless, he goes into Blastoise, and I can't really do too much to it. I think he's going to go for the Rapid Spin right away, so I go into Shaman so I had the chance to hit something hard. And knowing that he's probably going to switch into Crobat to Quad-Resist the Seed Flare, I go for the Air Slash and do a decent chunk on the Crobat. And so now we just Brave Birds, and the crit didn't really matter, as my Swampert would have died in 2 hits anyway. So now my Snorlax comes in, and I'm just going to go for the Body Slam as he goes for the Roost. And I actually do get the Para, so that definitely cripples the Crobat. So now I'm going to go for the Body Slam again and paralyze the Umbreon, which has a Synchronize, of course, which will make my Snorlax paralyzed, but that's not a big deal as I'm slow anyway. So I think I'll take this opportunity to go into Scrafty so I can start setting up on this thing. And Actually, I just go for the Stone Edge thinking that he's going to go into Crobat like last time. So, he does go into Nidoking though, which resists, but I do get a crit, which is kind of fortunate. But now I go into Snorlax, which is of course going to counter Nidoking beautifully. And I'm just going to have the chance to go for the free Body Slam. So now the Blastoise is in, it's starting to get at a lower health, and since he thought that I was going to predict the switch like I did last time, I'm actually going to go straight for the Seed Flare this time and hit the incoming Umbreon and barely miss the 2H KO with the Seed Flare, but fortunately it just goes for the Heal Bell so I can just finish him off with an Air Slash. I didn't go for the Earth Power just in case he went into Crobat right away. But yeah, nonetheless, he brings in Crobat now, and I don't want to give him a free switch, so I'm just going to sack my Shaman here. And I think Snorlax can probably take a hit having so much health. So I'm just going to stay in with my Snorlax here and let him U-turn into Nidoking, which can't do anything to me, so he's just going to sack his Nidoking here. So now the Blastoise comes in, and I guess he didn't really have a superpower on the Azumarill, or he just didn't want to get the defense drop for a revenge kill. But in this case, he's just going to keep scalding me until I'm at a fairly low range, but I'm just able to retaliate with Body Slam, so his Blastoise will eventually go down. Fortunately, I never get a para during this time, so the Blastoise goes down fairly easily. But yeah, now after the lefties, I'm at like 38%, and Azumarill is able to revenge kill me from this range. So now I can just come in with Sharpedo and actually revenge kill the Azumarill. Now, Crobat comes in, and I do have the priority Aqua Jet, so I'm going to use that, and I don't get the KO, and he's going to go for the U-turn, which takes out my Sharpedo. Now here's the thing, will he have enough power to take out my Scrafty with the Brave Bird so it's a tie? Oh, Scrafty is too bulky, and I barely win with the narrow 1-0 victory. So that was a fantastic battle, Sirlongrod. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It was kind of interesting because Sirlongrod was saying GG as he brought in his Blastoise against my Snorlax for the last time when we were having that little bit of a stall war with the Scald and Body Slam. So I guess he thought he lost for sure there, as if he didn't have enough strength to take out my Snorlax. But as you could tell at the end, it got ridiculously close. So yeah, awesome battle, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This may be one of my last new teams I create for a little bit, as I will be going on a vacation kind of thing for spring break. So I don't want to make too many new teams, but I do want to have some videos in preparation for the trip so I can still upload daily. But yeah, when it comes to team building, just comment if you want more teams to be built, and if you have a specific tier you want to have built, just comment and I'll be glad to do that. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.